Okay, after listening to Entrepreneur on Fire podcast, I got a little inspired to start maybe my own business. I want to get into the t-shirt business, and maybe I could start out with this little logo, Spit Shirt. It's got little splotches of spit on it. I thought about making a big one, but I might as well make it little ones, just because it'll look like multiple people can spit on the shirt. But it's more of a and then also pee pants too. I made that a big stain because that tends to be more of an individualistic thing. But that would be later down the business chain, because pants are a little more complicated than t-shirts. But yeah, this is the Spit Shirt, and it would be targeted to people who oh man, there's that word I was trying to think of. Who looks at everything like it's like with hypocrisy, like they don't believe that certain things are transpiring in the manner that they are. Like they have a confidence, like everything is ludicrous to them, or they go like it'd be perfect for people who just go through the world who don't believe the world acts in the way that it does, who are who kind of sit back maybe on the outside and just think, even though some rules are in place, they don't make any sense. So you sit back and ponder the existence of certain rules. And this being the Spit Shirt, it'd be like most likely nobody's gonna spit on that shirt, but it's silly to think about. You think about somebody who would think about doing it, and it may cause you to act a certain way, because there's a word in German, and I heard that on another podcast. The podcast, it's some kind of social podcast. Dinner Society podcast, where there's a word in German that describes how somebody acts, like they pretend like they just got spit on, but they act like they didn't get spit on. And there's a word for that, because people have a certain way of acting when they know there's a problem, there's something like maybe peed their pants, but they're trying to act like they didn't pee their pants. And it's a psychological issue. There's a word for it that the Germans made up, that the Americans really don't have, but we have the idea of it, and that's something with this shirt. It'll change the way you think, because it's that word again. Oh man, I'll probably have to type it in. I'll have to look it up in the thesaurus. But yeah, you got a novelty shirt that there's got to be people interested in purchasing. So let's make this shirt happen, the Spit Shirt. And I mean, this is an early prototype, so it can definitely change. It definitely needs coloring and more design. I wouldn't put any more logo on anywhere else. It'd just be on the chest, like a common labeled shirt. It'd be only covering the chest, so it'd be one of them press-on types of things. Those whatever the screen printing. It'd be screen printed on the chest of a shirt, and you'd probably want white. That doesn't show up sweat as easily as gray shirts. I always had a problem in the gym. I sweat easy, and the gray shirts always show the sweat so easy. But I tended to sweat anyway easy. But the white shirts would cover that, or a black shirt would cover it too. But anything in between, all other colors of shirts in between show sweat, unless you maybe wear a double shirt. But for t-shirts, sweat shows on anything that's not white or black, pretty much. So yeah, we can make this happen. If you want to get in business, let me know. It's a t-shirt idea I came up with.